Hi everyone. Today we're focusing on relative strength index, the popular RSI indicator. Before we continue, please remember this video is for educational purposes only and it's not intended as financial advice. The views and strategies described may not be suitable for all investors. Before making any investment decision, it's recommended to do your own research and consider seeking advice from a financial and/or tax professional. Past performance is not indicative of future results. So we got the important stuff out of the way. Let's continue back to the RSI. This popular tool helps traders identify potential market trends and overbought or oversold conditions. Traditionally, RSI values over 70 indicate an overbought conditions, suggesting a potential sell signal or a downturn, while values under 30 suggest an oversold market and potential buy signal. But we can reverse the logic to calculate where the price needs to move. So your RSI prints a certain number like 30 or 70 points. This is where RSI Predictor comes into play. It lets you use RSI in different way, offering more dynamic approach. It's not just about reacting to RSI values, but it's anticipating them in order to calculate support and resistance. So how it works? The upper red line is a price where current value needs to go for RSI to print 70 points. Let's go to settings. So we will be working with length being 14, the most popular length. Overbought level is 70, oversold level is 30. Let's forget two more inputs for now. And let's go to right here. So see, here the RSI is almost exactly 30 points, and the lower band is almost the same as the closing value of this candle. And right here, the closing value of the candle is almost exactly as the upper boundary of RSI Predictor, and the RSI reading is 70.12, right? The closing value is 195.10. The resistance is 195.02, so it's almost the same. If we change it to, let's say, 60 and 40, then we'll get a little different, tighter values, but then we can use it in different way. But what's important? The RSI Predictor in the Advantage RSI Predictor package is also designed to be used as a trend line. What you have to do is, let's keep it at 60 and 40 and do show trend line. What you'll see is a trailing stop that looks like a super trend indicator that creates dynamic support and resistance zones based on the predefined RSI levels. In our case, they're 40 and 60 points. So now once we have explored the core functionality of the RSI Predictor, let's take a moment to reflect. Consider your own trading experience. Can you recall a situation where traditional RSI readings might have been misleading or not fully informative? This reflection is crucial as we transition into our next segment, the next indicator in the package, which is RSI Intraday Readings. The RSI Intraday Readings are right here, but we'll explore using 1 minute chart. So the RSI Intraday reading, unlike the regular RSI, which gives only end of bar data, this indicator breaks down RSI readings within each bar. It is designed for traders who want to monitor the RSI behavior and react to changes as they happen during the trading day, or in our case, even a single minute. So the indicator is depicted with two lines in a subwindow, a red and blue line. These lines represent the RSI readings at different points within a single bar. The red line indicates the highest RSI reading that occurred during the bar. Let's call it a high watermark, while the blue line shows the lowest RSI reading within the same bar. Let's call it low watermark. This dual line approach provides more detailed view of the RSI intrabar behavior, offering insights into its extreme high and low values during the bar formations. It's particularly useful when you'd like to spot potential reversal points, especially when it aligns with a candle or a bar that has a long upper or lower shadow. We have one right here. So the highest value of the RSI was almost 70 points. That was 69.04. That was recorded during this candle bar formation. And if you only look at the regular RSI, which gives you the closing value, the closing value is almost the same as the previous bar. Actually, it is the same. So the RSI, it's the purple line, is the same as the previous value. So you wouldn't notice that during the bar formation the price pushed up but couldn't sustain and then was pushed back down. Okay, so that's the second of our indicators, and now let's go back to where we started. On a chart that is presented in the radar screen, you see the RSI predictor that is showing a trend line only. The default values are 14, 62 for overbought level, and 38 for oversold level. We don't show RSI predictor. We use it as an indicator that gives us a trend, long or short. It's just there's nothing in between. And then the RSI intrabar readings, you can set it a little differently without you don't show regular RSI. The input states 0, and show one line means that you only see either upper or either high watermark or low watermark, depending on if it's above 50 points or below 50 points. So above 50 points, you'll usually see the high water mark. Below 50 points, you'll usually see the low water mark, the blue and the red red line. So let's see right here, and then the high water mark red, low water mark. Let's go back to one line. Okay, there's also a strategy that it's actually pretty simple. The strategy has 3 RSI inputs and 3 more inputs for that will filter the direction of the position. Let's just see study. So first 3 inputs: length, overbought level, and oversold level. These are the inputs that you also use to create a trend line. And then you can choose to trade all positions, long only and short only. And you can also use it for all signals, or only for entries, only for exit. And depending if you want more aggressive approach, then you would choose intrabar signal generation. For less aggressive, just a regular approach, we use end of bar. We have a comprehensive article about the strategy and the proper way of optimizing it that can be found in the blog section of our website. You can go to advantagetrading.net, go to blog, and then look for trend following strategy based on RSI indicator. And here we're going into more details and showing how to optimize the parameters for the strategy. I'm sure there will be some videos later on about two-dimensional optimization or 2 parameters optimization. We have a spreadsheet that you can download and use it, but just keep checking our channel for more videos. Let's go back to TradeStation. Okay, so we have a strategy out of the way, and now we'll be talking about the heat map. The RSI multi-period heat map shows RSI levels across 50 different time frames, starting from RSI 2 at the bottom, going through RSI 14, 26, 38. You can choose the starting point and the shortest RSI, longest RSI. You can smooth it, you can show grid or turn it off, or maybe go to 100 period RSI. It will look a little different. I think that 38 is default, and it's working pretty good. And how it works: the more red means the price, the RSI for a specific period is oversold. The more green, the price is overbought. I think the best visualization we'll see in the radar screen, because this indicator you can use it in 2 ways, or at least I can give you a couple ideas to think about, and maybe you can come up with your own. Let's take Nvidia, because that's pretty overbought symbol. Nvidia. So you see that even the longest RSI, the RSI 40 or 38, is, so you see the red at the top of the heat map, meaning even, you know, in the long term, the price is overbought. And then at the very bottom, this is the short time frame from 2 to 5 maybe RSI. So one idea is when price from heavily overbought across all time frames or look back periods becomes oversold in the short term, that could be a entry point. You can do the opposite, you know, in the downtrend. And the other one is use it for a cyclical approach. Maybe, you know, let's take this this movement. The behavior is not as smooth and clean as with the regard to Nvidia. So there's, you know, not much distinctive red or distinctive green in the long term, meaning that the price just doesn't you know, doesn't go into overbought or oversold conditions in the long term. So then you can use different you know, different approach, and while being in a long position, just wait and do nothing, or in while in the out of the market, maybe play the breakout or try to find the bottom, but not at the you know, at the very short look back, but maybe look for oversold conditions for RSI 9 or RSI 13, somewhere in there. Okay, that's the heat map. So let's take a look at the full radar screen. So what do you have here in the radar screen? The first column is a simple uptrend or downtrend. So in let's go to maybe Apple. So Apple is in the uptrend because the price just broke above the trailing stop, so that's the uptrend, and the signal from intrabar readings is reversing down because the highest reading of RSI in this case, this is a RSI 2, and the overbought level is set to 97. So the RSI was 97.03, and the closing RSI is below this threshold. Let's just add. So this signals a potential reversal, but what should work best or works best is you would look for reversing down or reversing up, but only the one that aligns with the trend. Let's check if we see any. Okay, so we have one reversing up in the uptrend. Let's take a look. So there's an uptrend, and the RSI was RSI 2 was below 3, and the closing value of RSI was above 3, meaning that there's a potential reversal and to continue in the uptrend. There's another one right here. It's in the uptrend because the price is above the RSI Predictor trend line, and we have a potential reversal. We'll see in a couple days to how it works out. Then we have a this one's nice. We have a downtrend because the trailing line was already broken, and a potential long upper shadow, and potentially turning back down. There's another one. This one, no, not this one. Downtrend here. So another downtrend as a main trend, and aggressive short entry signals. It is also possible to use these indicators in scanner, or set the sound alerts. So that's also remember that. Okay, so we're getting close to the end. Below the video you will find some links to our website, especially to this blog section, where we show the good way of optimizing this strategy. And remember, the information in the video is for educational purposes only and should not be considered as a financial advice. Always conduct your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. The strategies and tools discussed are based on historical data and do not guarantee future results. As we conclude, remember, the markets are ever changing, but with the right tools at your disposal, you're always one step ahead. So until next time, stay sharp and happy trading. Thanks.